You're breaking up. What? About Divinity?
Oh shit! Now you're breaking up. Got up to like I don't know, level 5 or level 6, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I played it for a decent while.
Yeah, we should start a game all together because Adam's got it too.
Yeah, did you guys skip all the text?
Oh my, Adam.
No, we didn't skip all the text. This is not the way the game. You can play that game.
I've resolved not to read a single bit of text in that game.
How are you gonna play it then?
Just like we did the other day. We did great.
Oh, did we now? I'm pretty sure you killed all of us.
Yeah, very powerful.
Oh my.
That's called power. Yeah, we attacked people you're not supposed to attack.
Yeah, it was fun
Yeah,
though. I mean, we died nearly instantly, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And I was playing Max's characters, which made it really fun. I just don't like reading if I'm playing video games, or ever.
What? What are you talking about?
I don't like words that are on a page. Call me old-fashioned. Like pre-written text.
Prehistoric.
I'm just old school like that. I'm a purist.
Wow.
You know? When I spell Max wrong, this guy comes up with this fat Greek guy.
Mail.
What did I say about reading words?
Those are just letters. You don't even like individual letters.
Don't make fun of my disability.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing.
Why?
I use my second monitor for all that kind of stuff, like Discord and all that thing, all those different things. So I can just pop over to that. I usually have OBS like in the second monitor, so I can like see what's going on there and stuff like that.
You have OBGYN.
For looking at my vagina, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually.
My vagina, it's made of cheese. My vagina, it's made of glue.
Sorry?
Don't laugh. You're encouraging it.
It's just so stupid.
It's just so ridiculously bad.
Well, okay.
I'm also pretty sure he doesn't know what a vagina is anymore, which is also funny to me.
Is that just me, or is his voice even lower?
Yeah, I was just about to say. What the fuck?
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's like half lower.
It's like it sounds like you're a monster.
Awesome.
It sounds like you have a voice modulator, like Biggles Bagels is like trying to hide his voice on some sort of TV documentary.
I thought about getting a voice modulator, actually.
Yeah.
Maybe now I don't have to, just to make the role play easier.
Andy, are you level 3?
Yep. Starting to finally get some good shit too, man.
Oh, there we go. I see.
Sweet.
It kind of sucks that Nerosi's dead because at level 3 he got the ability of flight.
Well, too bad.
I have a theory. Are you ready?
What's that?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I think. Well, let me back it up real quick. Let me start at the beginning.
Oh boy.
Back
I'm
that
listening.
ass up.
Nice.
So when I'm driving for Uber at night, like Friday, Saturday nights usually, I'm driving around these like groups of people in LA, groups of young, hip people. And you notice that some groups of like friends have like no chemistry with each other. But then some groups have like a lot of chemistry and there's just a good vibe. And it's very palpable. I've been wondering, like, what is that? Like, je ne sais quoi. That makes some groups of friends just, you feel safe around certain groups of friends. You know what I mean?
Well, when you're driving people, like, you don't really know why they're all together. They might just be work friends. They barely know each other.
Like us, I feel like we are pretty intimate with each other, as in like, the information we share and stuff.
Are we intimate with each other?
Yes.
There's some statistic that keeps coming up. I don't know how accurate it is, but they say if you've been friends for more than 7 years, you're friends for life.
I explained your theory to this girl a couple of nights ago about why friends that you grow up with, you have such a distinct relationship with. And I sort of like put my spin on what you had said. And she was like, that is brilliant. And I was like, yeah, that wasn't me though. And she's like, oh my gosh. Your theory. You have a theory. About basically, I said she was talking about what, like her relationship with her friend that she grew up with. And I said, well, my friend has an extremely high IQ, and his insight into that was that, like, when you grow up with people, you literally go through shit with them and are like in formation at the same time. So you like absorb each other's personalities, and you basically are like melded together. Like you're essentially part of each other in a weird way.
Hell yeah.
I'm like 1/10 Andy and 1/10 Max.
Yeah.
70% Adam.
Yeah, and you guys are like 80% me.
I'm so sorry.
It doesn't add up.
Yeah. Something wrong with that math.
It's math. But no, but this is my theory, though. This is my theory. That people are like food.
What?
Go on.
You need to elaborate a little bit.
So when you put food together that doesn't belong together,
some things work better with other things.
Yeah, you're like, why'd you put mangoes with like whatever?
Oh yeah, that was really well put.
A group of friends that may not be the most sexy or the most hip or whatever, like us.
What?
We might be like corned beef and cabbage, where it's kind of like, okay, but then you eat it and you're like, oh, this is delicious.
Corned beef and cabbage is delicious.
I know, but it's not sexy.
I don't know. I think it's sexy.
He's like, I'm filling up a tub with it right now.
Fucking slathering on my nipples. Oh, great.
Case in point. Next time you're in an awkward situation, just say, that guy is like ginger, and that guy is like salmon, and that person is like fruit by the foot, and they're all like trying to be friends.
Ginger goes well with salmon.
Fuck you. I knew this was going to happen. You'd be like, I love fruit by the foot on my salmon.
Well, obviously, that's amazing. But ginger and salmon. Come on, it's sushi. Ginger, salmon.
Max is cooking a salmon wrapped in fruit by the foot, like as we're having this conversation.
I'm like, what's wrong with that?
Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. Mockery. Yeah.
All right, let's play some fucking D&D. Sloopadoop is no more. But y'all got a boat. And
We're on a boat.
you're on a boat. And you have struck out into the dark lake. And it is very dark. And it is lake. And that's why it's called the Dark Lake. You sort of have an idea of where you want to go. Blurred. The O-Rod is keeping you close to the shore as you travel along on the lake. There are times when you have to sort of go into an area where the lake just runs into a wall that goes up. There wouldn't be any place to exit from it if you wanted to, sort of submerge passageways and whatnot. You are, instead of walking, riding on a boat, which is an improvement to a certain degree. It's a good thing you've got the good berries, because it would be really difficult to scavenge on the Dark Lake itself. Although you could try fishing. What you might catch, you don't know. On this first day of travel, once again, Darendale approaches Roland. If you don't mind, I would like to speak to you about that item you got of Theron's. I do think it should rightfully belong to me. So I'd like to politely ask you to give it to me.
Roland's kind of looking over the bow of the ship, just into the darkness. Kind of just over his shoulder says, I found it. It's mine.
Well, I think he would like it returned to his people. It seemed important.
He turns around and squares up and says, it's mine.
You just steal from the dead, then? Is that the type of person you are?
There's a reason I found it. I don't know what that is, but it's mine.
Darendale doesn't think that this line of inquiry is going to get him much further, so he gives it up, sort of morosely sits on the side of the boat, looking out into the darkness. Gentle waves splash against the side of the boat as you travel. It's quieter in the boat than it is walking. Roland.
Yo.
As you're keeping an eye out as this boat is traveling, you see something odd ahead of you.
Oh! Heads up, I think I see something in the distance.
You're in a sort of long cavern at this point, and it's maybe about 40 feet wide, water edge to edge, maybe 30 feet tall in the center, and it slopes down on the sides. There is a large clump of the ceiling that you cannot see. Like, you have dark vision, so it's dark here, so most people can't see in the dark at all, but you can. But you notice that there's a section of the ceiling that is still too dark for even you to see.
Who's steering the boat? Can I tell him? Is it something that spans the whole ceiling, or is it something that we could go on the outskirts of?
Now, it doesn't span the whole wide cavern. It seems mostly clumped up in the center. If you skirted the boat around to the side, you wouldn't be traveling directly underneath it, but you're going to be going close by at least. So these boats are sort of gondolas. It's a very long stick that's pushed on the bottom to push you along. The Dark Lake is never very deep. You can determine who would be pushing it along at this point. Darendale may just take that as his job in general.
There's something wrong with the ceiling. Push us to the edge of the shore, quick.
And he guides the boat towards the side. Now, there's no shore, per se, but he pushes you to the edge of the cavern, and you sort of start floating in the same direction on the side of the cave instead of near the center.
Who else has dark vision besides me?
I guess you're the only one in the party now. Blurg does, Darendale does, Bupido does.
Can anybody make out what that is?
At this point, it's about 90 feet ahead of you.
Well, Jeff casts Find Traps.
Okay.
It reveals the presence of any magical or non-magical traps, but not natural dangers.
What is the distance in that?
120 feet.
Yeah, there's no traps ahead.
I'm going to try and light it up. 4 torch-sized lights, which is 120 feet range, where the hole is, or where I perceive it to be.
Are you going to put them like inside or on the edge?
I'm going to put 2 inside and then 2 to the north and to the south of the hole.
You can only really see one because they don't do anything to this darkness. You can see the one is lighting up the cavern ceiling, but right next to it is just pitch dark where it should be illuminating more of the ceiling. There's a very distinct line where it stops working. The ones that you cast inside the darkness don't do anything at all. This darkness is definitely magical in nature.
How far is it?
Darendale sort of puts the brakes on the boat and keeps you where you're at from moving forward.
How far is it away?
At this point, it's about 80 feet ahead of you.
If we get a little closer, I could try to cast Fairy Fire on it.
How close do you want to be?
We'd have to be 60 feet.
All right.
And he moves you.
Calvinus casts Fairy Fire at level 1. So if there's anything within a 20-foot cube of there, even if it's dark now, it's going to be illuminated if it comes out of that darkness. It'll be purple.
All right, so you're casting it where exactly?
20-foot cube where that darkness is, maybe coming a little bit out of the bottom so we can see right where it like disappears.
All right, so the darkness you can tell hangs about 15 feet off the ceiling. It seems to span, this cavern was what, 40 feet wide? It seems to span all but the last 5 feet of either side. It seems to be about 60 feet long, maybe.
I guess I would aim the Fairy Fire for wherever I think is like the dead center of the darkness, wherever I think might be the origin.
Alrighty, you don't see anything happen.
Okay.
Were there any objects in the darkness that were outlined?
If they are, you wouldn't see them because of the darkness.
Okay.
Blurg speaks up. He says, if we're really worried about this, there is another way around. It'll take us a little bit longer, though.
I'm not sure. We could risk just going underneath it, or we could take the long way around.
Jeff looks around the boat for something to throw at the center of the darkness. Like, I don't want to take the long way around.
You could, you could definitely find like a small rock.
Does anybody have ranged attack? Like, does anybody have bows and arrows or anything?
Nope.
Calvinus has a cantrip where you can throw fireballs.
Oh, it's cantrip and then fucking fire a bolt of fucking fireball in that shit, man. See what happens.
30 feet. I'd have to get closer.
Okay.
Jeff's got a bunch of spears in the magic bag. Are those throwing or stabbing weapons?
The spears are not for throwing.
Okay, yeah.
I can't believe none of us has ranged weapons. This is not good. I meant to pick up a hand crossbow from somebody, but I forgot.
Yes,
Didn't we have hand crossbows from like the drought?
You should still have a crossbow.
Yeah, you picked some up when you guys escaped. I don't know what you did with them. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why you would have thrown them away unless you specifically didn't want them anymore.
Damn it! I should have been using that. Okay.
So when you play D&D, you have.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
Things you can do on it.
Like I looked at all the spells I should be using and stuff, and I'm getting better.
All right.
It's like
you're playing a ranger with no abilities.
Yeah. I'm like the way
sessions.
Adam is towards Divinity's dialogue towards D&D.
Yeah, you don't like.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't even want to fuck with it. Let me just attack things.
Where's my fucking blow shit up button?
Divinity's like, you need the most powerful computer alive to play this game. I finally get in the game and it's like 20 pages of text.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
I'm like, what? Why would I need what?
It's great. Okay,
it's such a good game. What are you doing exactly?
I'm gonna shoot the crossbow at it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's a disadvantage. Well, you're just shooting into the darkness. I also need you to roll me a percentage die. Roll a D100.
I think before he shoots, Roland's like, I'm going to try and hit it with the crossbow bolt.
Calvinus readies dodge.
Not ready's like a helpful thing to others.
Yeah, Jeff rolls his eyes at Calvinus.
He rolls his eyes. He gets a natural 20. So it went through the darkness, I'm assuming hit the ceiling and then fell back down.
Something like that.
Well, that didn't really give us any ideas.
Yeah. Jeff says, well, doesn't seem to be doing anything. Let's just try and get around it.
I can detect if there's creatures nearby.
Yeah.
Primeval Awareness can use an action to expand one ranger spell slot to focus awareness on the region around me.
How far?
6 miles in favored terrain. But I can only do it with certain creatures, so I can tell if there's apparitions, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Do it.
All right, I'm going to burn a spell slot. All right, burned one.
Wait, before you do that.
Okay.
Roll a knowledge of nature at advantage. So there are some creatures that can create this kind of darkness.
Do I know what type of creatures they are?
That's a lot of darkness.
There's really only one creature, honestly, that makes any sense in this situation. On a ceiling filled with darkness. There's probably more than one there, but based on the darkness, it's hard to tell. What they are dark mantles.
Does that mean that the creature's up there, or is it projecting that up there?
It can create this darkness and it exudes it from itself. So it must be up there in the darkness somewhere. They basically hide in that darkness and then drop on unsuspecting fools.
Okay. Roland's kind of like got his head down, his hand on his chin, and he's kind of thinking. And then he looks back up at it and he's like, hold on. It may be a creature called a dark mantle. They're hiding in the darkness and they will drop down if we go too close. We may want to take the long way around.
Wait, but isn't there 5 feet on each side doesn't have darkness above it?
That's correct.
Well, should we just stay on the side?
Are these things tough? Are they just kind of random cave monsters, or are they like high-level demons like that thing we just saw back in the town that got destroyed?
Well, they're more just kind of standard creatures that live in the Underdark. That darkness is actually something they exude from their bodies.
Jeff says, yeah, let's try and get around. Everybody get ready just in case one of these things drop.
Wait a second. How do we know if we go to the side that they won't all just come after us? Like, can they see us?
Blurg speaks up and he's like, well, I mean, I can't see anything in there. Can't see how they can see out of it. They might be able to, like, sense us somehow. I don't know, like bats.
Maybe we should do a test. Maybe you guys should, like, tie a rope to me and I'll turn into a spider and I'll just crawl on the wall. And then if they attack me, you guys pull me back in.
I wouldn't want to fall in this water personally. There's enough danger outside of it, but I do not swim in the dark lake.
How deep is the water?
15 feet deep where you're at currently. It's not so much about the swimming as it is the things that live in the water.
Oh, I'm just afraid we're going to get attacked and then be fucking blind.
I can move my lights to surround the boat. He moves the dancing lights that were above in the darkness down.
Lupito speaks up. He says, putting those lights around will not do much for the magic darkness. Simple little spells like bush wizards like yourself can cast do not do anything to strong magical darknesses like powerful wizards like I could cast.
So can you cast a powerful light?
Can and will are two different things.
What if we created something to cover the top of our boat, so if they drop down, they just sort of flop off the side? Can we put up like a magical shield or something? What do you guys think?
Like, what kind of magical shield?
I don't know. Let's look at what we got. We have this armor in the bag of holding. We could maybe like hold some shit above our heads or like put up some sort of like shell of shields or something. I don't know.
Why don't we just go for it, man? If they drop down, we kill their asses.
Jeff just wants to go for it.
Jeff, let's just push through this.
Yeah, stay to the side as much as possible, but
Jeff, can I see that bag of holding?
Jeff says there's armor, spears, and great axes in there, and a couple of nets. You want to hold up a couple of nets above the boat? Be my guess.
No, I'm thinking we each hold a spear and like duck down and hold it so if it drops, it falls right onto the spear.
All right, not a bad idea. Jeff's got 8 spears and hands one out to everybody on the boat.
Fuck yeah.
Roland's got his hands free just in case.
You could do essentially the same thing with your sword if you really wanted to. Jeff, Calvinus, Darendil, Blurg. Blurg has one of his javelins in his hand. Bupito and Stool are both each hiding, one underneath Darendil and the other underneath Blurg. And so you all have these spears. You're crouched down. You've got them held over your head, ready to shove them into anything that might drop on you as you travel past here.
Can we put Stool and Bupito in the bag of holding?
That would be awesome. Can they just stay in there?
Maybe crack it open so they get oxygen.
Roll Arcana, please.
12.
Jeff, will you roll it as well?
Oh, boy.
How did you even do that?
Double crit fail.
Amazing.
Adam, Calvinus is pretty sure that you can't breathe if you're in a bag of holding.
Not even if we stick a tube out of it?
It's not, it doesn't work that way. It's like a little mini demi-plane in there. It's not like anything just sort of passes through at will. You guys brace yourselves for what's to come, and you begin moving forward past this swatch of darkness. And as you get about halfway through, sure enough, it begins to descend upon you.